6'4", number 3. At guard, at 6'6", number 25, Bridges. At forward, at 6'7", number 8, O.G. Anunoby. At center, at 7 feet, number 32, Anthony Towns. At guard, at 6'2", number 11,
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Indiana Pacers. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at the Knicks. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out Indiana, right now they're 5 spots below them.
And right now for the Knicks, they haven't exploded out of the gates this season like we've come to expect, but the wins are still coming in bunches.
Well, it speaks volumes that they're able to win without being in their A place, in their A game. Once they really start to gel, it's going to be very hard to slow them down.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side.
Here we go.
And it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot. And for New York, we've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's O.G. Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Halliburton. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Here's Siakam. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Bridges outside. Outside, Towns. Off target with his 3. And Shams, New York really putting something together around Jalen Brunson.
Knicks fans have a lot of reason for optimism. It'll be interesting to me, though, to see if this team can get further and further in the Eastern Conference to a conference finals, maybe to an NBA finals, and winning a championship. But how can they continue to surround Jalen Brunson with superstar talent? That will be interesting to monitor in New York.
Absolutely. That front office will really be looked at as they try to build the pieces around this terrific young player.
And now they have stability, they have assets, they have players that they can trade that are wanted around the league. So this New York team, they finally have direction, and they finally have hope, and they finally have a chance to win in the East.
Absolutely. Now here's Towns, following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. It's good.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Now, here is Halliburton. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And it's Mathurin missing.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Bridges inside. Nembhard covering. And there's Bridges on the assist by Anunoby. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. Now here's Brunson, coming off 31 points last game. Here's Towns. Misses the baby hook. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Floats it up there for Siakam. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, you can see how big this guy plays inside. Siakam, tremendous vertical.
Brunson the pass to Towns. A shot for the past decade that you've been a major player in the NBA. It's been LeBron's league. It's been Curry's league. Who else is going to take over this league, you think, coming up around the corner?
Given the NBA Finals we just had, have to throw in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Luka Doncic into the fold as far as faces of the NBA. But Nikola Jokic is so good. He will be one of the guys for a while. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have to mention him as well. But ultimately, you have to also keep an eye on Victor Wembanyama, the way that Victor Wembanyama could take over the league. And already, so early, was so special. Victor Wembanyama is someone to keep an eye on.
Okay, they've just passed a note down to me, our gang here. What about Anthony Edwards at Minnesota? He's another one, right? Young American player who is really making an impact.
Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, you have to consider those two as well. And it's special, the crop of young players that we have coming up in this league. One of them is sure to emerge as this generation's, whether you want to call it Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, there will be a face out of this crop.
And we cannot wait. Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Miles McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Give it up right now to the Knicks breaker dance crew.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson in for Andrew Nembhard. Towns kicks to Achua. Back to Towns. New York moving it around. Towns, a screen on McConnell. Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 5, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Bridges, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Here's McBride. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. McConnell with it, working on Payne. Siakam, right side. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for McConnell, how his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Spins. Payne passes to McBride. There's a screen by Achua. Now McBride. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight.
You got him!
McConnell kicks to Toppin. Pass to Newton. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Knicks lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Knicks?
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So Shams, when the league brought in that 65 game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA team and different accolades.
Yes, well said. On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Obi Toppin. Then there's Moses Brown. And it's Walker in at the 3. There's a screen by Achua. Here's Bridges. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bridges has got 9 points.
Yeah, crafty move by Mikal Bridges off the pick. Just gets into some space and makes the shot.
McConnell finds Walker. Now Halliburton. Pass to McConnell. Shoots over Payne. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown. Let's see some of the numbers here for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Pass to Achua. Bridges against Halliburton. Bridges misses. Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against the Chicago Bulls. And Charms, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Tapping a screen on Anunoby. Pass to Freeman. Anunoby against Walker. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Anunoby. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. He takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, we know Mikal Bridges is a team-first guy, passes on time and on target.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for Deadstand. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Bring those moves. Next. All right.
Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Achua. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity now.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now, and any given year, anyone can win.
Now, here is Halliburton. Siakam, right side, shoots over Anunoby, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Towns, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Brunson. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pacers trail by 4. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA and to a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one. Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Brunson, hard finish inside.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Turner with the screen. Bounce pass, Nembhard. Outside, Mathurin. Pass to Nembhard.
2 minutes.
Siakam outside. Off target from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Brunson with it. Some nice passing by New York here. Tapping kicks to Anunoby. Now McBride. Back to Anunoby. Now here's Toppin. Covered by Siakam. Here's McBride. Off target from three-point range. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 6. Here's Halliburton. A beautiful reverse layup.
Well, you have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. No good with the triple. New York leading by 7. Anunoby outside. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. The Pacers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Turner passes to Halliburton. Up top, Nembhard. Pass to Turner. Over McBride. And again, it's Indiana converting.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Knicks. They're up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
And with one half in the books, let's take a glance at some of the other games in progress around the NBA. Memphis on top against the Wizards out at Capital One Arena. A big lead there with not much time left.
Going to be an uphill battle to come back.
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half for the Knicks.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man. You can tell these players are loving the positive attitudes and feeding off them. I expect them to sustain this enthusiasm.
Yeah, I mean, these fans just love this team. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Anunoby, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Towns in at the 5. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Bridges, no one around him. Knocks down the three ball. Bridges has got 14 points for the game.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch and shoot situations. Nicely done.
Turner against Towns. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Out to Turner. Here's the three. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks leading by 8. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. That one falls for Brunson. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
Timeout.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Second, the Knicks.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Turner.
Boy, Miles Turner insisting on playing through the contact gets the finish.
Anunoby against Mathurin. Here's Brunson. Brunson being aggressive. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Anunoby. The rebound by Turner. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mathurin with the ball. Bridges covering. Mathurin passes to Siakam. And Turner kicks to Halliburton. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Back to Turner. Outside Mathurin. Over Bridges. Mathurin, good. Mathurin's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. Bridges outside. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Mathurin. Siakam outside. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good D by Anunoby. New York leading by 8. Bridges kicks to Hart. Down low, here's Brunson. And easy 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
On the court is your Knicks squad. Right now, the loudest section is getting t-shirts. Get on your feet.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Knicks. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 10. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 10. Pass to Brunson. Bridges a screen on Siakam. Pacers with the rebound. Halliburton in the corner. And Walker kicks to Siakam. Indiana moving the ball around. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Halliburton's got 6.
That's the IQ of Tyrese Halliburton in pick and roll action. Always understands how to get the defender to bite.
Back to Brunson. And 101 left to play here in the third. Yep, that one goes in there. Brunson's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Knicks. The Pacers have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Pass to Walker. Towns against Turner. Back to Walker. Siakam outside. Walker with a screen for Siakam. Sends it from downtown. 11 points in the game.
Well, we talk about Siakam stretching to the three-point line. He knows no bounds out there. My goodness, that was long.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. McBride passes to Towns. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Siakam outside. To the paint. Tipped away. McBride with the ball. And the three ball is good. McBride's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Right back after this break. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep working the game, possession by possession. Keep doing everything hard. Down there, let's get some stops.
Wow, imploring his guys to lock in, Greg, defensively.
The defensive intensity is going to be critical. The offense will come, but you need the defense to bring effort.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Pacers. They'll be topping out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Johnson in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's McBride. He's covered by Halliburton. And it's good, 2 points. McBride's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks. McConnell kicks to Johnson. Falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 5th assist in this one. New York leading by 10. To the inside. Here's Towns. Achua in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Pacers shooting in this game, 45%. And Walker kicks to McConnell. Halliburton outside to the paint. He's looking for Toppin and finds him.
Obi Toppin is a showman. Put him near the cup and watch what happens.
Pass to Achua. Left side, Towns. And taken away by Johnson. Here's McConnell. Toppin with it. Johnson kicks to Halliburton. Clock at 6. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Tyrese Halliburton has already proven to be a very capable 3-level scorer. What a fun player to watch.
Pass to Towns. And here is Anunoby, guarded by Walker. Anunoby passes to Towns. And it's Halliburton with the rebound. Halliburton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. A different look for New York. Hart, he's checked in for Achua. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cameron Payne. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Johnson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked with the team. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And that one misses. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Halliburton. Back to Brunson. Towns, a screen on Halliburton. The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, simply stated, Jalen Brunson filling it up right now. There are no signs that he's slowing down anytime soon.
He gets that one. Halliburton's got 4 points this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Hart. In the corner, it's Bridges. Anunoby outside. Hart with it, covered by Siakam. Brunson with it. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Towns. Shoots over Turner. Towns with the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 6.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Steps back. Here's Halliburton. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
That one falls for Brunson.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
Here's Halliburton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Tyrese Halliburton at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
It's the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
Halliburton hits them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. Pacers with the rebound. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Nembhard the pass to Turner. Inside. Here's Halliburton. Offensive rebound. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 8th assist in the game. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Down low. Here's Towns. Off target at the rim. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Halliburton drives in.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Tyrese Halliburton at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
Tyrese Halliburton has played with a poise beyond his years. He's got another chance here to continue to build on that.
And it's tied up with that one.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Here's Brunson. It falls.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You have the camera on you. Next dancer. Look at those moves. Let's hear it for you.
Knicks on defense. A 2-point game. Halliburton kicks to Turner. To the middle. Here's Mathurin. Count.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Big answers, everyone. Get loud for them.
Halliburton against Brunson. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
To take the lead.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time.
We know you want one, so make some noise.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. No good from three-point territory. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Brunson surveying the D.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
Thank you for joining us. That'll